so we can use a mix of chat and mics, um, depending on how you are, what you are comfortable with. So our idea was that we meet once in a month, and since it's not really possible for all of us to come physically to the campus, we thought we would meet online. Sorry, once in a term, not once in a month. Each term we meet once, and we kind of talk about, or rather discuss, whatever we are trying to focus on, or something new that we are trying to build upon. Yeah. So the children would by the children who came this week would by now be familiar with, to some extent, with the topic. So the idea is that we take it forward from there and help parents understand, as well as kind of have a common ground between children, parents, and then the community can move on it forward. Right? Okay. I'm also recording it, so hopefully that can be used by somebody who misses the session or misses part of the session. Yeah. Okay. Um, okay. So today's session is about um, professions. So before we kind of start on with the session, or rather to start the session, I thought I'll just invite what comes to your mind. What do you think when you think in terms of the word profession? What goes on in your mind, and how do you relate to that word? So you can just come on your mic and share, or you can, yeah, that would be preferable. Mic would be preferable, and anybody can share. Just remember to unmute your mic and then speak. That's the question was, what comes to your mind when we think of the word profession?
Something that I do for a living. That's what is profession.
Okay, just share your name before you speak, because then everybody otherwise has to keep a track of who is speaking. So just share your name and then share whatever you are sharing.
That is Kaushik here.
Okay, Kaushik is saying something that he does for living, for earning, I would say, right?
Yeah.
Okay, more thoughts?
Hello. Hello. I thought of people who are working in different professions and who brought
Benza.
name to that profession.
Sorry, I don't think we could hear you clearly. Can you repeat that, please?
When I thought of profession, I remembered the people who are working in different professions and who brought name to that profession.
Okay. So to you, it brings into your memory names of people who brought fame to that profession, or brought some recognition into that profession.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So some people kind of excelled in their fields. Okay. So excelling in their own field. Okay. That is one aspect. More thoughts? Come on. This has to be very participative. So everybody has to share. It's not that whatever. I have some gyan to give, or any one of us. So everybody has to share.
This.
Yeah, this is Kanchan Ratnesh.
Yes, Kanchan.
Um, yeah, for me, profession is something that you do for a living, but it has to satisfy your need of financial independence. Plus, it has to satisfy your soul also. You should not feel that you are just into that profession for earning money. You should get some satisfaction out of that profession as well.
Okay. Okay, that's interesting. So you're adding that other than the financial uh, earning part, it should satisfy you and satisfy your soul.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Hi, this is Anand. You able to hear me, Ratnesh?
Yes.
Profession, I think it's a way to contribute to the society or the mankind. Uh, so the profession, what I'm doing is somehow contributing to everybody in this society, and I'm also getting benefit out of it.
Okay. Okay. So you're saying it's not just that you are earning, in a way the society is also earning out of it or benefiting out of it.
Yes, yes,
So it's
exactly,
mutual.
exactly, yes.
Okay. Okay.
And
That's an
one
interesting
more
add-on.
point, yeah, one more point is like professionals. The professionals generally have a deeper knowledge in whichever field they are in.
Okay. So you are adding the professionals have deeper knowledge in whatever profession they are in. In that for of that profession, they have a deeper knowledge. Okay. So professionals excel. Professionals have deeper knowledge. They get benefited. They benefit uh, the society, and they also get satisfaction. Okay. These are the thoughts till now. More thoughts? Yes. Yeah.
Vritti and pravritti are the same. The words like vritti is profession, pravritti is inner feeling, something it is called. I don't know in English, but vritti and pravritti are
Your,
same. It should be the happy and living in
sorry, your voice is not very clear. Are you a little far from the mic? I don't know. Your voice is not very clear.
now. Now it's okay.
Not very clear. Earlier it was very clear.
Now it is not okay.
No. No, it's still not clear. The voice is still not clear. Okay, if you're not able to set your mic, you can always use chat. Some responses from some children. Children here. Anybody wants to share? What do you think is a profession? You want to share, Drupad? Okay.
I'm Drupad. So for me, profession is something when you're doing it in a daily basis, like doing it every day, and you're into it.
Okay. Can you elaborate? What do you mean by you are into it? Drupad, what do you mean by you are into it?
Like something which you like or something which you have to do for a certain reason.
Okay, so those are two different things. Something that you like or something that you have to do. Okay, but that's an interesting thought that okay, it's something that you are into it. To me, when you say into it, it feels like I'm so excited about it. Is that how it is? Sometimes. Okay. So Drupa says, okay, it can be exciting and okay. Babu is saying profession is paid occupation after carefully learning required skills through education and training. Okay. So that was very interesting that we also brought in the aspect of interest, right? Something that you like doing, as Drupad said. And Babu is also bringing in the aspect of that we need to get some required skills um, through whatever means, through education, training, which kind of covers almost everything. Okay, so we got some ideas about what profession is, and Um, my thought was not directly related to profession, but one of the thought is when parents come and meet us, they talk about, oh, so children are doing what they are interested in. So somehow the parents use the word, oh, so that would be a lot easy, or that would be a cool life, in the sense of almost that it's very easy. Um, so I don't think just because we work with our interest, it necessarily means that it's gonna be easy. But what I say is that it's gonna be worth it. So that's the thought I wanted to start with. Um, so to me, a profession is also something that is worth it, worth doing it, whatever I'm doing, whether because I like it or whether because I think it gives me the satisfaction that Kanchan was talking about, or for whatever reason. To me, if it is worth it, then it's a good profession, then and I'm there. So I like that intuit what Drupal shared, because I personally think profession is something which is I'm into it. Okay, let's start with let's go to the next question. um, right, so the question is, do we only have professions when we grow up? Because the common phrase that we hear and read is, hey, what are you going to become when you grow up? Um, that's the common phrase that I hear from everywhere. Um, so that's the question. Do we only have professions when we grow up? So what are your thoughts? Yes? Who wanted to share? Iman? Share, whatever is your thought.
No, we have professions when we start growing only, because I have my profession, and we don't earn money with our profession. Sometimes we earn money, but we have professions. It's not like when we grew up we have professions. We have professions from now only.
Okay. So Imad says that it's not necessary to earn, uh, but we have professions from right now. Okay. So what age?
I'm 14.
No. I'm saying what age we start having professions?
I think from 0.
Okay. From any age. So I would put. Okay. I'm just putting it as any. More thoughts? What do you think about this question?
Yeah, I'm Shreya.
Yeah, Shreya.
What Umar said is good. Even I thought that we normally have professions from starting. Playing is one of the profession. Learning is one of the profession. So like that, every child and every person has profession. But some people think only earning money is a profession. That's the only thing profession. But I think profession is anything what we are doing, what we like to do, and what we are doing. That's a profession.
Okay. Playing, learning. Okay. More thoughts? Seem to be more clear. I see nod of heads here. Drupad is in sync with that.
Like when you're a baby, your profession is crying for food or whatever you want.
Okay, so even crying. Okay, getting what you want. That's like earning.
Yeah, Ratnesh, I want to, morning, first of all. I want to say that professions are important, but it is not only earning money and all that, it is just getting some skills and excelling in that and doing help for yourself and the society.
Okay.
I don't know.
So what do you think about Lalit? That was Lalit for people who couldn't figure out. So Lalit, what do you think? Do you only have professions when we grow up?
Yes, profession.
Do we only happen when we grow up, or we can happen
Yes, it can be from the very early stage. It can be, and which you keep on improving. Uh, Rather, I'm saying it is skills. It can be skill. It can be something else. When you grow up and you excel in that.
Okay. Just confirming with everybody. You're able to see the slide, and I'm kind of trying to collate the points also. So is everybody able to see the slides? If you can just give
Yeah.
me.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Right. So Lalit is more talking about skills, and he's saying skills is important at any age. You can develop those skills, and it's a journey. You keep on improving them. Okay. More thoughts, guys? Do we have professions only when we grow up? Because that's the common refrain that I hear. I'm sure you would have also heard people saying, "What will you become when you grow up? What are your plans? What do you plan to become when you grow up?" So is it only when we get a profession when we become a certain age, grow up whenever we grow up? I don't know when we grow up.
I'm Avani here.
Yes,
When
Avan.
we are small, we, we can not walk, but we can crawl. When we are big, we can walk.
And when do you become
That's
big? What age you become big?
a 4 year.
4 years. Okay. Avani says from 4 years
That's
you become big, and then you can do
okay.
work. Is that what
Shiva
you were
here.
saying? Okay.
Yes.
Shiva here.
Yeah.
So profession is something that so you decide what you want to become. So
Mm-hmm.
then you can work on it more and more. So you'll be growing up in that more and more.
Uh-huh. So what is this becoming?
That you got to decide what's your interest on.
Okay. So you become that at a certain point of time, or you just have to do it or decide? When do you said you have to become. What do you mean by become? When does one become something?
Any age.
Any age. Okay. So you're saying any age you become something and then you keep learning on that. Have I understood you? Okay.
So to become a professional, I think you have to have certain skills.
Okay.
Something on that area. So if you think you acquired that and you are having enough skill to do that, then you are into that profession.
So how
That's
does
what I
one
believe.
so Anand, how does one decide that I've got enough skills? Who decides that I've got enough skills to do that profession? And what is that enough?
Sometimes he decides, sometimes community decides, sometimes government decides. It's based on what profession you are. For example, if you think you have enough skill to repair a cycle,
Mm-hmm.
you don't need a certificate from anybody. Uh, it's like that. But if you want to become a doctor, you need a certificate from somebody else. You're good enough. You have enough skills in that profession.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends on the case by case, like based on the profession.
Okay. Okay. So you are saying based on what you think is your profession, uh, s- Somewhere you may require some certification, but other places you need not require certification. Okay. More thoughts?
Lakshmi here.
Yeah, Lakshmi.
Sometimes, sometimes it is that without certification, it's the credibility or how much you have proved yourself or how much you're reliable. That also makes you a particular, like, let's say the recent on top of my mind is a movie where a person is a don. So uh, by profession he was not a don, he was a coolie, but by experience or whatever, by his interest, by his initiative nature, he took up some roles and then proved himself and then became a don by himself. So without certification also, sometimes your credibility can make
So are you saying so credibility is important to be in a profession? I have to have credibility?
it adds.
Right, credibility.
Yes.
Sorry?
Yes, that adds.
Yeah, your voice is little wavering. It's coming. Are you moving away from the mic?
Now you can hear?
Yeah, yeah. In between, it's going down. And okay. So you're saying credibility helps.
Ha. Yes.
Okay. But I'm kind of asking is so does it necessarily that I need to have credibility, or is it okay that I can be I can be in a particular profession without having credibility?
It's okay to be without credibility. It will build if that is your interest.
Okay. 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 I think Babu has put in a thought in the chat. Saying when personal interest and profession is synchronized with each other, then the hardcore professionalism can be brought out. A person may have passion of many professions in the initial age. However, his or her professions can be determined through the formal education. Okay. Well, I don't want to kind of get into this whole thing about formal, non-formal education. We will stick to our basic discussion about, hey, can I have a profession at any age? That's the thought in this slide. Or does it only need to be when I grow up? Does it need to be only when I finish whatever is called as education? Or does it any time get over? There's this thing about education. So without getting diverted into that discussion, I'm just saying we'll stick to um, the aspect of can I have a profession before I within quote so called grow up. Although Avani has said in 4 years you grow up, you become big. So the growing up itself has new definitions. Um, okay, and anybody else more thoughts?
Kaushik here.
Yeah, Kaushik.
Profession need not be only when we grow up.
Mm-hmm.
It would be there right from at any age, as Drupad was saying. However, there could be a distinction between uh, surviving, like doing some job just to have your stomach fill, and that is kind of just surviving. After that, once your stomach is full, now you want to do something more in life. That is when
Kaushik, your voice is fading away. I could only hear the first few sentences, then it kind of it's gone, faded away.
okay. Am I better now?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So, okay, what I was saying was profession is there at any age, as
Mm-hmm.
Drupad was saying. Um, so one part of profession, which I don't know, we use this term so vaguely and loosely. Some amount of profession is like, just living and surviving. Say hunter gatherers used to hunt and just eat. That was profession.
Mm-hmm.
And more than that, once my stomach is full, after that, what am I going to do in my life? Um, so that will be, that could also be profession. I don't know. Actually, I have to look into a dictionary now. Since we are talking about
No, we don't need to go by dictionary definition. Whatever
I
you
have
think is
never
fine.
seen as to what profession is. So when I do rock climbing, when I do running, when I do engineering, when I do painting, drawing, everything falls into profession, as which I have to go with what Drupad was saying, that which I'm into it, which I like to do. So it is definitely not when we grow up.
Okay. And just to take your thought forward, if I'm a hunter gatherer and if that's all I do, as in I just fill my stomach and that is the end of it, is that also a profession?
Yeah, that is also a profession.
So is it that only after my stomach is full, what I do is my profession, or is it whatever I'm
No, that
into
is
it is my profession?
no, yeah, I mean, after that, whatever you do is that's when you add to your expertise, innovation, and all that creativity, all the mind thing starts because I'm, I want to do more. I want to be more challenged.
But even if I just add creativity and innovation in hunting gathering,
Hmm.
I'm just trying to push you and say, do we
Yeah,
really
yeah,
need to go beyond filling our stomach, or isn't that good enough?
that's what. All that creativity is not required to fill your stomach, but you are adding more to it.
Hmm.
Because you know that anyway I know how to do it the traditional way. I want to do a little more for it. So that is again you're crossing the boundary from your stomach empty to stomach full.
Okay.
I don't know whether I made myself clear and you're just
Yeah.
missing it.
Yeah. And I'm also trying to understand your thought. But yeah, you're saying that it's not just the basic. Let's just go a little more, get into an advanced mode. I'm just using the word advanced mode. You use the word innovation, creativity, which are better words. So push yourself now, get into deeper. Into it deeper. Have I captured your thought? It could be within that field or in any other field.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's important because that's something that we have been actually. In fact, I think the next slide is kind of about that. So, if you allow me, I can kind of move ahead a little and um, wait. Sorry, this was not the next slide. Uh, uh, just 1 minute. Let me come back to my slides. Sorry. Right. So we let me end the previous slide with this thought that which is what we started off with children to say that hey, you don't have to become somebody tomorrow. You are already somebody today, and that's good enough. And as of today, you can have one or number of professions. And as I think Shreya mentioned, and a number of children here mentioned, you don't really need to earn just for it to be called as profession. You can be whatever, a cycle repair professional, like one of the examples that came up. So yeah, anything for that matter. Okay, so let's move ahead. um, so since I think somebody mentioned that it's about what you do day in and day out. The next question was that okay, how do I make my day meaningful? Because I'm trying to relate. If I'm doing something on a daily basis, then it must be meaningful for me. I eat food because it's meaningful for me. I go to potty because it's meaningful for me. So I do things daily because they are meaningful for me. So, how do I make my day more meaningful? Because that's what we have been exactly as how Kaushik was talking about. That it's not just doing something for just to fill your stomach, but also extending yourself, making it more meaningful, developing more skills. So, what are the group's thought? How do I make it more meaningful?
Yeah, Aditya. I think before we go to the slide, how do I make my day meaningful? I want to talk a little more about this thought that how most children grow up with the thought that yeah, or growing up that I'll become something when I grow up. So neither I need to become something now, nor I am something today. In fact, one of the conversation when we having with children and we were talking about the commitment to the self, and then we were talking about the commitment to the group. Like we said, if Manjaka decide today, no, I'm feeling lazy today and I don't want to cook today, then is it possible? So the one of the child shared that, but they are paid for it. So it's their job. Somebody said it's their job, so they have to do. So the question comes is that, is it that just because I'm not, I mean, I as a child who's working for my interest, or what frame of mind we are right now as children who are learning that, is it okay if I'm not being paid for it to not to do anything? Is it okay if I'm not being checked by somebody, say my whatever, in companies we have the assessment and yearly assessment, or in schools we have exams, or there there are supervisors who check whether you are there or not. So if any of those things are absent, does that mean i'm not I'm not answerable to anybody, nor I'm answerable to myself? So it's okay in a day if I don't do things which either are supposed to be done for my commitment or somebody else's commitment, or so I think this whole thing went back to that. Okay, means, I mean, are we growing up with the thought that it's okay, I don't have to do anything right now. When I grow up, I don't know when somebody will grow up, and when somebody has to in a day. It's not that a child at the age of 6 months decide that when I'll become 1 year old, only then I will talk. So the child is not doing anything till that age, and what suddenly one day the child starts walking, as Shiva, or I think Avni was saying, you crawl in the beginning and then you walk. Okay, but there's a huge efforts between crawling and walking. So are we missing out on those, or are we also not even thinking about that? One day when I become, suddenly I'll grow up, or whatever, I'll start walking, crawling, I'll become professional. So I just wanted to, bring that thought, and that's where this month we brought this stimulation. Not that after this month everybody in Aarohi will be a professional or get the direction in their life, but just wanted to bring that's all. Any thoughts on this?
Yeah, so that's what we are asking. So it's not, we are saying, hey, it's not about one day I will become something. It's about today. How do I make my today more meaningful? So thoughts about that. It's almost like saying, hey, today this is my profession. So how do I make it more meaningful?
So, Imad here. So, how will I make my profession meaningful? Is I can do like if I'm a maker, so I can make things advanced. Like if there is a torch, I can put some solar panels, and if there is no solar panels there, I can put some solar panels and go sell in Kelamangalam or any city. So I can make it meaningful that I'm starting earning also in this age.
Yeah, but is earning so important, or is it that making it get more better is more important?
That's what making is more better is important than I'm making it meaningful. Like yeah,
Earning is also good. Yeah, yeah. We don't, we are not saying that earning is bad. We're just trying to de-link with that. Yeah. Not that if you want to earn, there's anything wrong with that. Okay. So Imad is saying doing better in that, adding more things, almost like what Kaushik was talking about, innovation. Okay. So it's like innovating on a day-to-day basis. Okay. More thoughts? If I am a professional at any age, how do I make my day more meaningful?
Oh, can you hear me?
Sorry? Yeah, we can hear you.
Laksh, huh. By doing what's required.
Okay. A little elaborate, doing what is required. So how does that get decided? What is required?
Okay, let's say um, I'm taking simple examples. Now, let's say I'm walking up the stairs and I see um, water spilled on the stairs, and I can just pass by it and not do anything about it, or I can wipe that place and make it safe for everyone.
Okay. I'm just trying to understand the connection of this with the aspect of a profession. Because what you're talking about is important in terms of living. So if you're saying yes, how can I make my living or community life or any life is community life. We rarely live all by ourselves. Um,
Is your question how do I make my profession more meaningful or my day more meaningful?
yeah, we are obviously talking in relation to profession. So we are saying profession is not about I will become someday somebody, but I am today today I am somebody. So if like how Imad was saying, I'm a maker today. So I'm a maker today. Whether as a job I do something else, how does that matter? But today I've decided I kind of that this is my profession. So in that sense, how do I make it more meaningful? How does that makes my day more meaningful? Yeah, so it is definitely related to
Kaushik
profession.
here.
Yeah, Kaushik.
Yeah, Kaushik. So, to add to what Lakshmi was saying, and to whatever we have spoken, profession is also like um, I have a lot of professions in a day. I'll be an engineer. I'll also be a homemaker. I'll be a and anything. So while when I'm doing whatever is needed at that point of time, that would make my day more meaningful as a professional. So
Okay.
wiping the
But
stairs
Kaushik, are we
as a
yeah.
homemaker's profession is adding meaning, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to ask is, so
So
isn't
I'm
that
just
everything that I do in a day is a profession?
uh, I've not everything that I do. Everything. I mean, to add to what Lakshmi is saying, Lakshmi said that something that is needed, that doing something that's needed. So that was what was needed in that profession on that day for that time. So I thought there is a clear link that I was able to see.
Okay. So if something is needed, and so that's the mark of a professional.
Kaushik, not able to hear you.
Yeah, Kaushik, your and Lakshmi's voice is kind of little low in volume. Can you come little either closer to the mic, or I don't know where is the problem. Maybe just summarize your thought in one line.
Right.
Samit here.
Yeah, Samit, just one moment. Let Kaushik uncle summarize, then you speak.
Yeah. Whatever I do, and if that is what is needed, that adds meaning to my profession on that day.
Okay. Or if I may, if you allow me to rephrase, can I say that that's a mark of being, that's a mark of professionalism. That whatever is needed, I attend, I do it, and I do it well. Though that may not directly relate to my profession. I don't know if
No, that is where I differ. I'm saying that being a homemaker is also a profession.
no, I'm not denying that. So if somebody is saying that's my profession, that's fine. Then that
Yeah.
person takes care of the home. But that's why I'm asking you: is everything that we do throughout the day is that a profession, or is some of the things or one of the things is our profession, and rest are the other things that we do in the day? I mean, we don't need to do profession 24 hours a day. So if a room is not so clean and I clean it, that need not be my profession, but because that's a chore, that's a part of my daily life, I still do it.
Yeah, I'm still thinking about it. I'll mark myself for some time.
Right, because what we have been also, that's important, because what we have been telling children that we do a lot of things during the day, and you also do a lot of things during the day, but not that everything is. Some things are needed, some things you are doing because it just interests you. Let's say I sing a song during the day, but that doesn't mean that that's my profession. But I may choose something which I call as my profession, and it could be one or two things, and then I make it more meaningful by by maybe putting extra skills into it, like some of you were saying, and putting more effort into it, or doing better in it, as Emad was saying. So I'm kind of going, one level advanced into it. That's what we have been talking. I'm not saying that's the right or wrong, but I think that's how we have been discussing with children. Okay, Samed, you wanted to share something.
So, by doing what you like, make my day more meaningful.
Okay, so you are saying that I can make it more meaningful if I do what I like.
Yes.
Okay, okay. So that's, I do what I like, do better, do what I like. Uh, Okay, more thoughts? Okay, Babu is saying, Babu, you can also come on mic, I guess. But anyway, Babu is saying, introspect the self-interest and commitment, plan them and execute with full zeal and joy. Okay, so there are a number of points there. There is, first, figure out what's the self-interest, which is I think what Samed is talking about, and then you brought in in the aspect of commitment. So it's not just enough to have an interest; you also bring in a commitment, and that is also not enough. You have to execute it, and that's also not enough. You have to do it with full zeal and joy. Awesome. We've got lots of stuff there.
Um, we can make more meaningful, like if I'm doing something which I like
Mm-hmm.
and doing with a satisfaction that I'm doing it and improving in it. Mostly it's about satisfaction and understanding what I'm doing and how I'm feeling.
Okay.
It makes me.
So you're saying the satisfaction part is important.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about learning a new skill or doing better in whatever skill you already know, trying to do it better?
Okay. Okay. So you are saying the aspect of doing better and also learning new skills in whichever area you have chosen.
Yes.
Okay. New skills. Is Drupad added there? Okay. The interesting thing, Babu, is that I'm still hanging on that term commitments. So Babu, if you can talk, if you can come on mic, that would be nice. And also of execution. So it's not just that I commit, I also execute it. So that's another aspect of, and then only I will have satisfaction. So I'm then trying to connect what Shreya was talking about. So I pick up my interest, I commit, I execute, and then I have satisfaction.
Say that satisfaction I have only after this. I think in professionalism we are talking. Yeah, I think so. The whole effort of this month to understand profession is to bring out this frame of mind beyond staying in our comfort zone, saying, yeah, I'm satisfied or I'm happy with whatever I'm doing. That's where we are trying to explore, as I think Babu has put it up very neatly, that it's not enough to have interest. As Sam says, whatever I do, whatever I interest me, I'm happy with it. When you're talking about the professionalism, move beyond your interest and do commitment. And it's not enough to have commitment. You do it with the zeal and joy. I mean, zeal means, I think, what mm, uh, Kanchan is saying, bring a new skill. Somebody saying, put in more efforts. Imad is saying, do it better. Okay. And that is also not enough, that unless you have a satisfaction. And I think all these things bring satisfaction, and that makes your day joyful. So this whole exercise this month is to move out of this where many of us live in our comfort zone, is that I'm happy with whatever I'm doing. This whole thing that, yeah, I'm working on my interest, and I'm I'm satisfied in my life with whatever I'm doing. So the one aspect of professionalism is also to come out of I don't know, I can't do it, oh, there is a problem, oh, as Emma saying says, the solar lamp is not working, so I can't do it, I'm not doing it. um, One aspect of professionalism is also to find solution for that when you are stuck with something. Yeah, when you're doing it as a hobby, it's okay, you got stuck, move ahead, or you do you just don't worry about it. But when you're in professionalism, there will be customer who will be shouting at you, there will be need, there is a deadline, you have to finish it today. So I guess we are trying to experience that, how do I stand myself in those situations. Somebody will come and just completely bash away your work by saying, this is not enough, this is not what I can take it, this is not what my need is. Okay. So somehow, um, when we say that the kids are something today, they are actually something today. It's just that they have to come out of their comfort zone and step into the next step, whatever the next zone.
Okay.
Yeah, Aditi, I have something
Yeah,
to
Shrisha.
share.
Your voice is little breaking. Let's try. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
just adding to Aditi's, yeah, you are able to hear properly.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now is it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, like as Aditi was telling, say profession is something where we are passionate about what we are doing. Not only it is our passion, there are others people interest involved in it. Other people depend on us for various things, so we should be able to meet their expectations.
Yeah, but is that a necessary thing, Shrisha, that whatever I do as a profession has to other people depend on it? It could be for me also, and I could be extending on myself also. So profession could be for others, or could be involving directly benefiting others, or it could only be what I am doing in a deeper way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, first is even satisfying yourself. Okay, your interest is taken care. Your interest is, so you are doing it. And at the same time, when you are doing, it should meet the other person's expectations also.
Yeah, so what I'm understanding, Ratnesh, was Shirisha is saying, suppose if, as Imad said, okay, so as Sam said, my profession is baking, right? Yeah. If I'm baking a cake and my commitment is to bake the cake, and I say I will make any whichever cake I make, everybody has to eat that cake. So I think Shirisha is talking about there are certain other people also involved in that when you're taking baking as a professional, or yeah, Imad is saying repair or whatever, making is my profession, and then he decides that okay, I will make a solar panel and a torch will light the pathway light here, okay, and I'll make it. And then so when so in this, his joy, his commitment, his interest, everything is involved, but there is a need also is involved in that, where there are certain criteria that needs to be fulfilled, that the pathway light needs to be there. It can't be lightening up the sky or something else, because that's where it's not necessary. So all the profession, it will not be there, means whatever work I'm doing, everything will not be there, but there are certain places where these things will be there. So I guess the experience of that I go beyond this term, whatever I do, whatever I want to do, which is according to me is misunderstood mostly by children. And we are also confused, some of us, some of other, means that's means we are confused, what does that mean, whatever I do, whatever I want to do, leads to, as the first slide Ratnesh you were saying says, that it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. Yeah, so the whole exercise is not about being easy something.
Somebody wants to share? Here's some mic.
Hello. Yeah.
Yeah, Anand.
Yeah. So mainly on when you say profession, so I do get commitment, satisfaction, and all these interest, all these things, even the things when I do apart from the profession also. But when I come to the profession, when I say that day is meaningful, only when I do something in return to anybody. It may be maybe for my company, or maybe for the community or the society, whatever. So whenever I do something, whenever I contribute something, for example, in my profession, the day is meaningful when I do fix something, when I create something, when that is really become useful for somebody else. Then I think the day is meaningful. Prior to that, I may get satisfaction, commitment, or interest. But when it is come to a finishing state, that gives me a day is a meaningful feeling.
Right. So you're saying the contribution aspect is key. It is not
Yes.
enough to just be satisfied. In some way, we should be contributing.
Yeah, mainly in the profession.
Okay. That's interesting.
For example, let's say I'm practicing singing. I even without anybody, I can practice singing. I'll get satisfaction. I may be very committed towards it. I am interested towards it. But when I practice that more, and when I get certain skills in that domain, and when I present that to somebody, when that really makes others happy or others satisfied, that I could see as a profession.
Sure. So there's a definite aspect of contribution. Okay, that's important. Okay, so a lot of interesting points. I'm kind of, the slide is there in front, but I'm kind of just reading through. We're talking about doing better, adding new skills. While we do what I like, but we still need to not just do, but also have commitments and create satisfaction out of implementing them. and in that whole process go beyond the comfort zone, and as Shreya talked about, not just be satisfied but also be accountable, meet others expectation, and then Anand added the important aspect of contribution. So that's how we as you know professionals can move ahead. I've kind of a little visual which talks about higher, deeper, wider. I think it encompasses even the contribution aspect to it, because when you go higher, deeper, wider in whatever you have chosen, you automatically also end up contributing. Okay. Um, So I have actually two more questions, but we can definitely at least take this question, which is a question which often uh, is asked. Okay, so all this is fine, but how do I find what is my passion? Because somewhere we are also saying, hey, how can it be, a journey between passion to profession? So it's not just that I have a passion, I have an interest, I have a liking, but I convert that, I take it into the next level, which is what this particular slide shows, that I have a passion. So if somebody has a passion for cooking, don't just have it as a passion, now take it to the next level, and for that you need a ladder. But the question is, before we say how do we convert passion into profession, which is what we were saying by doing this on a daily basis, well, how do I find what is my passion? That is a question. I think Drupad wants to share something. Yeah. Okay, okay. You want to come later? Okay, let me go back to this. So how do I find what is my passion? And then that passion I will convert into profession. Any thoughts on this?
Ratnesh,
Yeah,
can I share some?
please, please.
Yeah, passion is something which you know, which we like doing, which gives us uh, which gives us the joy. You don't feel like a burden, but it just goes with ease.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah. We can hear you clearly.
Hello? Yeah, Ratnesh.
But,
Passion is something where you'll just do it and you enjoy doing it and you just do it with ease.
yeah, but if somebody say, oh, okay. So Drupad, can you add that? Do it with ease.
So Adiban is here.
Yeah,
So how can I find my passion is by doing, like, observe what I do really the most.
Okay. Observe what I do most. Okay.
Mistake.
Passion is also like something which you get attracted to. And Drupad, so passion is what you get attracted to as well.
Okay. What I get attracted to. More thoughts?
Then you have to see. Okay.
Hello, Ratnesh.
Yes, Twisha.
Yeah, so for me, what my passion, how to find my passion would be what I would do again and again.
Okay. What I would love to do again and again. Okay.
Okay, so I'm Shiva.
Yeah, Shiva.
So what I love to do is
is my passion.
Okay, what you love to do.
Is my
Babu,
passion.
sure, sure.
Advik here.
Yeah, Advik.
What is passion for me is like what I do it with comfort and ease.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Comfort and ease. That was also the first point. Okay, I think Babu has typed in. He is saying with utmost contentment and allow me to do with my innovation and make me feel fresh and new every time, though I do it every day. Okay, uh, utmost contentment. Oh, just write content. Yeah, Imad.
So for me, I will find my passion is that if I'm doing a work, the work is not like I'm finding many problems in it. So if I don't live the work and if I find for an alternative the work, something in I can like alternative in the work. So if I start finding alternatives and if I keep on doing the work, so I'll that's my passion. Like I'll find my interest in it and
And keep doing it.
yeah.
Okay, something similar to keep doing it repeatedly.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I have a little challenge question here. Let us say I like playing video games, right? So now if I go by the list here, I do it with comfort and ease? Yes. Observe that I do it most. I get attracted to it. I can do it repeatedly. I love doing it. I get contentment out of it. Is that a passion? I'm asking everybody. Is that a passion?
Absolutely. Kaushik here.
It's a passion.
Uh, I mean, in the profession itself, I think we defined learning, playing, everything was a part of the profession, right? So why not video game?
Hmm. So if somebody says, "Okay, I will whole day play games, video games,"
And he would become a professional in playing video games.
yeah, he would become a professional at playing many different games. Yeah.
Or someone like Prashant, who will get into designing or making video games.
Yeah, but that's not necessary. Playing games is not connected to making games, right? Just like you have so many fans of cricket, they don't play cricket; they are just fans of cricket, right? So the just because I play games doesn't necessarily mean that I design games. I think designers are different. That's a different passion. When I like designing, let's say games or anything for that matter, that's a different passion, and playing games is a different passion.
Okay, that was Kaushik's point, and I had a point about
Playing
my
games is
passion.
a just for enjoyment.
Okay, so Shisha is saying that's not a passion. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's just for enjoyment. You enjoy doing it.
Okay. Yeah, Lakshmi was sharing something. Let's go back to Lakshmi.
Yeah. For me, my passion is something that I wouldn't feel guilty about spending any number of hours doing that work.
Okay. Wouldn't feel guilty about. So are you kind of
Yeah.
connecting with the same, the Anand's thought that if it is contributing, then I will not feel guilty. Is that how it is? I'm obviously building the bridge, but is it connected to the to Anand's thought about contribution?
No,
No.
I think it's connected to interest. I wouldn't feel guilty doing spending any number of hours into, let's say, art.
No, but why would anybody feel guilty? Yeah, sorry. You're using the word
Like
guilty. So you're saying if I don't feel guilty, then that's my passion.
one of the things, like let's say of 10, 15 different things that I'm supposed to do, and I have spent most of my time doing just this one thing, and still don't feel bad about not doing the rest of the things. That's what I meant. I don't know if I could get through to you.
Okay. So Drupad, just add there not feeling after your point. Yeah.
So I'm Drupal, and I feel passion is also when you are you feel connected to the thing.
Okay. Connected, not feeling guilty, even if I spend a lot of time.
And
Um,
hi, I'm Arav. So what I think is, if somebody asks you to do something, then you would easily do your passion. Then you would easily say yes.
Okay, so you're saying if somebody asks you to do that and if you immediately say yes, that means it's your passion. Okay. I think, yeah, somebody else wants to. Okay, Vidya is saying it doesn't let you stay in comfort. It you tend to work on it beyond comfort. Okay, so you also go beyond comfort automatically, as in from inside. That's what Vidya is sharing. I think Kanan wants to share something. Kanan or Adiban.
Kanan here.
Yeah, Kanan.
Yeah. Kanan here. Uh, I'll I'll say something is my patient where I lose myself and I don't feel anything apart from the thing which I am doing there. I'll just get lost into that where I don't have any distractions whatsoever, even if it is happening so close to me, but I still keep on doing the same thing which I like most. That will be my passion.
Okay, so something which gives me no distraction. Yeah. Okay. No distraction. I can be lost in it. So I'm still there. I just wanted to throw that all of this fits into me playing games whole day. Because so is that good enough?
Yeah.
I play games whole day because
My
I'm no distraction. I'm in comfort zone. I can keep on going beyond comfort zone. I keep on pushing myself to go to the next level, next level, next level. More score, more score, more score.
Yes, that will be still a passion, but finding a right ladder to convert it into a profession is where the difference will be. But still, that will be a passion for.
So let me jump to the slide since you mentioned the right ladder. So please guide us. How do I do that? How do I convert this passion? So you are saying this is not the list is good, but it's not enough. We need to now convert this passion into profession.
How do you convert the passion to profession?
Yes, that's the question.
So,
How do you convert?
so how can we convert the passion to profession? Is like when you're doing it daily for more amount of time, daily you increase the time you're doing. So like that we can convert the passion into profession.
So Adiban, if my passion is to play video games and I play more video games and I play them better, and then am I converting it into profession?
Yeah.
Okay. More thoughts?
Maybe look for competitions in video games where you can achieve more. That might be the ladder.
You can become a trainer also. How to play video games.
Okay, you can become a trainer. Okay.
This is Kaushik here. Um, as Ratnesh was saying, I wanted to just
It can't
expand
be a
that.
profession until unless it satisfy other
Advik,
people's
Advik, wait.
needs
Advik.
also, not only yours. It should satisfy some need.
Okay. Shisha, can you just come back
Playing
to you?
games comes
Okay. Okay. So sorry, I got lost between two different people speaking. Okay, we'll let Shisha finish first. Shisha, can you repeat, please?
your passion can't become profession until unless it satisfies someone's need other than you.
Okay.
When you're playing games, you're only satisfying your need for enjoyment.
Satisfied others' needs. Okay.
Yeah, it is not solving any need or any purpose. It is not solving.
Okay, just 1 minute. So let one by one, right? So Shisha is saying it is passion cannot become a profession till it satisfied others' needs. Okay, Kaushik had a point, and then Imad. Yeah, Kaushik.
Yeah, I with the list that you wrote and Ratnesh asking whether you want to make it as for a video game, I would want to extend it that if I'm on WhatsApp and I'm just doing the social networking all through the day, all those lists can still be satisfied, but still there is something still missing. Maybe the question of whether whatever I'm doing is it adding value to my life.
Okay, adding value.
That could make a difference.
Kaushik, for everybody's sake, can you little elaborate? What does it mean when we say adding value to my life? Because I can say, oh, playing games or being on WhatsApp is adding value. So, what do you mean when you say adding value?
Whether am I accumulating or building any skills which I can also which actually benefit somebody else and myself. That's maybe one aspect of it. Whether am I growing mentally, or whether am I moving forward in my life.
Going, okay, going forward. Also, skills, developing skills. Okay, Imad, you wanted to share? Kaushik, have we captured all your thoughts, or maybe not? Maybe not.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, yeah, Imad.
So if you're playing video games for enjoyment, so enjoyment is kind of passion for you. So you can change the passion for profession, like you can become a gamer. If you're playing in video games constantly, so gamer's job is like he also have to play video games and yeah.
The question here is now how do you convert your passion to profession? Suppose video game is your passion.
Right.
Now to make it a profession, yeah, as you say, you can become a gamer. So what skills you need? You need a skill, right?
Yeah, that's what you're
What do gamers do?
I think they make new games also.
Yeah, that's a totally different thing. That's what somebody else was also saying. So making games and playing games are two different things.
Yeah, if you play the games constantly, so you can take some things from out of those games and you can make another.
So to reach that making, you need something like in between. What is that? Yeah. So.
So I think you need practice and doing it regularly.
Yeah, but if I'm playing games and I keep practicing playing the game and do it regularly, does that itself by itself become into a profession? Or let's say, suppose I'm reading books. So let me not just take one example. Let me take another thing. Suppose I am reading books. So that is my passion, reading books, and I whole day read books. Let's say novels or whatever I like reading. Right? I'm not classifying one kind of reading. Is that passion? I enjoy it. I don't get distracted. I can do it endlessly, repeatedly, blah blah blah. That whole list. But now, how do I? But is that profession? That's passion, but is that?
All this is
Yeah, somebody was saying something. Advik, now your turn.
yeah. These are all personal interests, not
Okay.
profession.
Okay. Yeah, so that's a passion, but how does one convert that into profession?
You can if you're playing more games every day, then if you get more interested, that will convert it into a passion. Then you will go to some other places to research more about games.
And then what you do?
Yeah, and then no, and then when will it become a profession? So it is your passion. You play more and more different games. You find out all kinds of games from the net.
And then you go out of the gaming world and then you start researching about the games. then you can turn it into a profession.
Yeah, you're right. We can turn anything into a profession. We are asking, how does one do that? What does one do? So Sri Shanti was saying, when you start satisfying others' need, when you come out of your only self-interest and your own joy and say, oh, how can this contribute to others? Kaushik uncle is saying, and it should add value to your life. It should improve your, not just your skills, it should make you, help you go forward in life. So we are saying, okay, so how do we convert our interests, whether the interest is to read books or to play football or to play games or to do drawing, all of these are passions, and these are all are valid passions. Now how do we take them to the profession level? That is the question. Okay, I think somebody has typed.
Passion plus new skill sets will become profession.
Yeah, but even new skill sets, I can have new skills in games, better skills.
Yeah, maybe in the video games, it may be learning design structures of games, all that. Maybe the skill set required. So it depends, whatever is your passion plus the skill set which you feel is required um, from other people's, which can add value to other people, to us, then that skills we have to identify to make it into profession.
Okay, right. And I think Anand is kind of summarizing this by saying passion is to utilize, but profession is to create. So I like that. And also passion is flexible, as in I do, I don't do, it's up to me. But profession is accountable. If I've taken up something, I deliver on that. Have I got you right? I'm assuming it's Anand or Vidya or maybe Shiva, one of you, or maybe all three of you.
Yes, Ratnesh.
Okay, go ahead.
Passion is utilized, profession is create. Yeah, if somebody else wanted to share.
This is Kaushik here.
Yes, Kaushik.
While while you were talking about this passion and profession, something that I was researching sometime back was something on a Japanese word called ikigai, which is
Can you spell that?
Ikigai.
Okay. Go ahead.
Ikigai is something, a philosophy where what makes you wake up in the morning cheerfully and with excitement. And ikigai is a combination of passion, profession, vocation, and mission. So this is like that which you love, that which you are good at, that which you can be paid for, and that which the world needs.
Can you repeat again?
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, that's kind of summarizing it beautifully.
Can you repeat again, Kaushik?
Sorry, what
That
did you? Somebody.
okay. Let me see if I got that. What you like, that what you can do well, as in profession, that what can pay
Be
you,
paid for,
pay for,
yeah,
pay you or
and
pay
that
you,
which the world needs.
and which the world needs.
I'm actually reading it from another page, so you can just browse it, you'll get it.
Yeah, the credit still goes to you, so don't worry.
Yeah.
That's all. That's awesome. Ikigai, like that you do well, that will pay you. So it's passion, vocation, profession, and mission, right?
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay, I got the four words right. I think that's amazing. Passion, profession,
Advik here.
vocation. Yes, Advik.
Yeah, so passion is like something which you start up with, and profession is like you go deep into.
Okay. So I'll just add that point to adding value and going forward. So you go deeper or go forward into it. Then you convert that into profession. Okay. So I think we kind of I'm liking to end with this note of ikigai. So Kaushik, you have left us with a word to carry forward, and I think this is just too good. So I don't want to say anything more. I will just stop here. What do you say, guys? Let's stop with ikigai. What do you say? So it's I think it just sums up everything. So yeah, so I think let's pause here and thank you everybody. We'll think and work more on ikigai, something to wake us up smiling and cheerful and all ready to go in the morning. And yes, I maybe all of us can type how are we feeling in the chat window to kind of end the session. So just use the chat window and just type how are you feeling now that we have reached 12:30, and we can then close the session. You want to type? Yeah, type. Go ahead. How are you feeling? You type.
I'm feeling very good.
Right, just write.
Something in life. So, Ratnesh. Hello? Hello.
Yeah, Twisha, I had muted myself thinking that we had closed the session with Ikigai and your feelings in the chat window.
Oh, in the chat room. Sorry.
Yep.
You want us to type,